Hello students, welcome to this video on the surface area supernote, part 3, triangular prisms with right triangle bases. Alright, let's have a look at this 3D diagram here. So, if you were to picture this diagram in 3D space, this is what it would look like. We have a base of 3 centimeters and a height of 4 centimeters. The base and the height meet at 90 degrees here. Okay? We also have another side, a long side. In grade 8, you'll learn that this is called the hypotenuse, and that is 5 centimeters. And that is important because that gives us the width of this rectangle here. We have a matching base on the other side. We have a totally different side over here, and we have a totally different side on the bottom. So this is very interesting. If we look at this triangle from the front, we see that it has 3 different length sides. This is called a scalene triangle, which means that the rectangles attached to those sides are all going to be different. So if we were to open this 3D solid up, what would it look like as a net? Well, this is what it would look like. So at this point, can you please press pause and draw a rough diagram of this net on your note sheet? Make sure you don't make it too big. Don't forget to put in the measurements. So please press pause now. Okay, so you've drawn your net here. Okay, so let's start analyzing this net. So we're going to start with the triangular prism's base. There's a hint here that says think of this as the shape's base. So this shape is a triangle. So let's start with that. So we know that the formula for area of a triangle, area of the base equals base times height divided by 2. Now I didn't need to put the brackets here, okay, but I just did. All right, so what is the base of this triangle? The base is 3 centimeters. And the height that meets at 90 degrees is 4 centimeters. Height is 4 centimeters. Okay, so let's plug these numbers into our formula. Line 3, area equals base times height divided by 2. Well, 3 times 4, we can do mental math, is 12. 12 divided by 2. Now I've got my calculator here, so hopefully you've got yours as well. But I can do that mental math. 12 divided by 2 is 6 centimeters squared. Okay? But if we look at our net, we know that there are 2 identical triangles here. 2 identical triangles. So let's multiply that by 2. So we're going to take our 6 centimeters squared, and then we're going to multiply it by 2 to get a total of 12 centimeters squared. Okay, so that takes care of the 2 triangular bases. Okay, so let's pick a rectangle that you want to start with. So how about we start with this rectangle? We have a length of 6 and a width of 4. Okay, so it is a rectangle, so let's make sure that we're using the right formula. Area of rectangle 1 equals length times width. We have a length of 6 centimeters. We have a width of 4 centimeters. If we plug that back into our equation, area equals 6 centimeters times 4 centimeters equals 24 centimeters squared. Now, at this point, do we multiply this area by 2? Well, let's see. Are there more than one rectangle that has the same dimensions? We have 6 by 4. This rectangle is 6 by 3, and this rectangle is 6 by 5. So we don't multiply this total area by 2 because there's only one rectangle that has those dimensions. Okay, so let's go on to this rectangle we'll call rectangle 2. Okay, so here we go. Part 3 of our solution. Area of rectangle 2 equals length times width. We have a length of 6 centimeters. We have a width of 3 centimeters. We have area equals 6 times 3 equals 6 times 3. If you need to use your calculator, 6 times 3 is 18 centimeters squared. Okay, now again, we have to ask ourselves that question. Do we multiply it by 2? No, because there's only one rectangle that has the dimension 6 by 3. All right, so let's go to our last rectangle, dimension 6 by 5. So we're on step 4 here. Area of rectangle 3 equals length times width. We said that the length, the longer side, was 6 centimeters, and that the width, the shorter side, was 5 centimeters. We plug that back into our equation, into our formula. 6 times 5 centimeters equals 30 centimeters. Okay, we don't multiply that area by 2 because there's only one rectangle that looks like that. All right, final step. Total surface area equals, so let's take our areas for all of our individual shapes. So we had 12 centimeters squared, 24 centimeters squared, 18 centimeters squared, and 30. Okay, it's just nice to highlight them so that I can pay attention to them, I guess. All right, so we have 12 centimeters squared plus 24 centimeters squared plus 18 centimeters squared plus 30 centimeters squared. Okay, so I want you to use your calculator and figure that out. Okay, so I got a total of 84 centimeters squared. Hopefully you also got that sum, that total. Okay, therefore, total surface area is 84 centimeters squared. Okay, so that takes care of this type of triangle, this special type of triangle that has a right triangle as its base, and all three sides of the triangle are different lengths. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.